Okay, money questions. How can I get my money back after being scammed? Well, let's get into the video. The agenda in today's video, we'll be discussing identifying scams. We'll be identifying scams. We'll be discussing protection. We'll be also discussing reporting and also getting your money back. So let's get straight into this video. Identifying scams. If something seems too good to be true, then perhaps your intuition is correct. So don't be too quick to jump into purchasing something without conducting your own due diligence first. It could be a scam if you experience any of the following. So look out for some of these signs. If it's too good to be true, like we mentioned, someone you don't know contacts you, not a real company, or you've been asked to transfer money very quickly. Any of these signs could be telltale signs that let you know that this is a scam, so be very wary. You've been asked to give away personal information, you've been asked to pay in an unusual way, or there's no written communication or any agreements. So any of these signs could be telltale signs. But look, keep your money safe. It's your full responsibility, so take good care of it, yeah? Especially if you're stacking money, you're saving money, and you're doing all this hard work, you got to be careful with your money, yeah? Don't be loose with it. Protection. If you have been a victim of a scam, then the next step is to protect yourself immediately from further attacks, as you are very vulnerable at this point. So some ways of protecting yourself, if they've contacted you, first I would save the number, save their contact details. If it's private, then you're not able to do that. If you can somehow record the call, that would be good too. But if they contact you, you're not trying to really speak to them, so avoid that. If they have access to your devices, if they have access to your tablet or your desktop computer or laptop, then you want to be, closing all these devices down. You want to be shutting them off. You want to, maybe change your passwords and your usernames and all your details you have there so they can't really use that. Turn your computers off as well so they can't access too much things whilst it's on. If they have access to your account details, if they have like your bank account details in some way, shape or form, maybe like they've got your login details for your online banking, for example, then you want to really be contacting your bank immediately now, Obstacles will stand in our way on the path to financial dreams, so you must jump. This could be another obstacle on the way to you getting to your financial goals and dreams. So the only way around this is to jump. Report. Whether you've been scammed or not, if you sense something could be a scam, you should report it and report it immediately. Here's some of your options for reporting the scam. You could contact the police. If you feel you're unsafe, you can contact the police. Phone a number that's suitable for you and wherever you are based in the world. You could contact Citizens Advice Bureau, which is a website that deals with a lot of these issues, and they'll pass on your details of the potential fraud or the potential scam to the relevant sources. You could contact Action Fraud, which is an organization that deals with specific frauds, and other organizations similar to those. You can contact these nonprofits and these, charity organizations that can help support you also if the other two haven't worked. Getting your money back. It's an unknown payment. Like I said, if you haven't recognized this payment coming through, you want to be contacting your bank immediately. Contact your bank, discuss and explain everything, give as much details as you can, be as accurate as you can about what time the transaction came out, the amount, what it was for, recognizing that you don't recognize it. Give them as much detail so they can potentially, investigate into it further. contact Financial Ombudsman, which is another organization that can help support you in this case. And obviously, in the case of that, you not being able to get your money back, you can contact relevant sources to get emotional support on, dealing with depression, dealing with the stress and frustration of, losing money. Because in some cases, people have lost a lot of money. It's not a small amount, not a few £100s. Some people have lost, their whole life savings in some cases. Would have been, that's emotional depression that's going to be having, playing a real bad part in their head. So, really get some emotional support if you can. So anyhow, the action steps, not too many. The action steps for today's video is really, if you feel like you've been scammed, report it to either one of these sources that we mentioned. And even if you haven't been scammed, but you think this is a potential scam, report it as well, because you could be protecting somebody else from a potential scam too. And as usual, like, subscribe and share. Leave a comment below and I'll give you my 2 cents.